Hi children, a very good evening to all. I am Alice Thomas. Today we are having a discussion how to solve story problems. Children, I think you are very happy to hear stories, isn't it? Yeah. So when problems are given in the form of stories, I am sure you all will like it. Suppose you had a small injury while you were playing in the house area. What will you do? Immediately you will go to your mom and say, "Oh, I have got injury." Then what will mom do? Mom will ask so many questions. How you had a fall? Why you went there? Who were there with you? So all these questions will come. Then you will give proper answer. And then mom understands the situation. Then she will take you to the wash place, clean the injury, and will give a handy plaster pasted on it. So you will be happy and the problem is solved. Likewise, when you are asked to solve a story problem, first thing you have to read it 2 or 3 times well. Then you have to analyze it. That means you have to go through all the details, what all things are given and what you have to find out. That is called analyzing the question. Once you analyzed, it is easy if you ask certain questions to the question. So whenever you are asked to solve a story problem, after reading it, you must ask so many questions to the question. So now the question is your friend. So I shall explain this with the solution of a model question. So we can read a question. In a class, there are 27 girls and 19 boys. How many students are there altogether? So after reading this question, you must ask a question to the question. So first question, what do you want to get? Then the question will say, I want the number of students in the class. So that is the point at which you have to arrive at. Then you can ask, what are the data given? So the data given are the number of the girl students and the number of the boy students. So here, the number of girl students, that is 27. Number of boy students, 19. So, how many students are there altogether? So you must find out the total number of students. And for that, to find out the total, you must add the 2 numbers. For which when you are answering, the question gave 2 hints. The number of girls. So you must write number of girls, 27. Then you must write number of boys, 19. Then you must write, therefore, the total number of students. So 27 plus 19. You know the symbol plus, that is for addition. And there should be a working column beside it where you can find out the total number by writing correctly in the place, depending upon the place value, write the number one below the other with a plus sign so that you can add up 9 plus 7, 16, then 6 is written, balance is 1, then 1 plus 2 plus 1 equals 4. So the answer comes as 46. Okay? So you know the addition between these mathematical numbers. Now it is given in the form of a story. So what you have to do is what you have already studied. But it is in the form of a story and the number of steps you have to write, that is more important. And while you are writing with these numbers in the order as is given in the question, immediately your brain will work and immediately you will know that it should be added. So we have asked 2 questions to the question. What is the final result, what you want to get? Then the question said, I want to know the total number of students. Second question you asked, what are the data you have? Then the question answered, the number of girls and number of boys are given. So you know what to do. Isn't it? Is it clear? Okay. Then I will give another model question which you can read first. There were 37 balls in a shop. The shopkeeper sold 16 balls. Then, how many balls are there in the shop now? So once again you may read, there were 37 balls in a shop. The shopkeeper sold 16 balls. How many balls are there in the shop now? So now after reading once or twice, you can ask questions to this question. So what will be the first question to be asked? How many balls are there? That we have to find out. So if you ask to your friend question, it will say, I want to know the number of balls in the shop. Then you can ask, what are the data for it? Then the question will give, there are 37 balls, of which 16 sold off. Then how many are there? So you are sure there is a reduction in number reduced. Originally there were 37, shopkeeper sold 16 balls, so the balance should be always less than 37. So you can think of how it should come. Then using these data, you can write like this, number of balls in the shop, 37. Number of balls sold, 16. Then the question is, how many balls are there in the shop now? So you can write number of balls in the shop now. How we can arrive at? So originally there were 37, 16 solved off. So we can find out the result as 37 minus 16. And that you can write in the working column beside this 37 minus 16. So 7 minus 6, 1, 3 minus 1, 2. So the answer comes as 21. Is it clear now? So like this, whether it is a 2-digit number, 3-digit number, 4-digit number, the procedure is same. Now whether it should be added or subtracted, that is understood by reading the data given. So 2 times or 3 times you can read the question well, understand it, analyze it, write in the form of different steps, so that automatically you will arrive at the result. So you must put your attention in reading, second step in understanding it, third step in analyzing it. So when you analyze the data, you will come across these lines. How many steps you can write? What step you should write first? What step you should write next? From these 2 steps, is it possible to find out the result? And there are problems where you have to use more number of lines, more number of steps and so on as you study more and more. So this is the basic of doing a story problem of addition or subtraction. Similarly, you can do multiplication also, and there are problems based upon multiplication as well as division. You know there are 4 primary steps for arithmetics. The addition, which is denoted by a plus sign. The subtraction, denoted by negative minus sign. Multiplication with an into sign, and division by a special division sign. So is it clear now? Okay, thank you.